そして、君が神様を延々と恐れ続けた理由ってわけ。考えてみれば、君が僕にここの食べ物を食べさせようとしなかったのは、正しかったのかもしれないな。ある流れでは、僕も確かに神様に感染したことがある。自分が自分でないものに操られる感覚は確かに怖い。操られている自覚もないのに操られるのは気づかなければいいけど、気づいたらより怖いだろう。君はたまたまただ一人気づいてしまった。だから怖かった。今回はラッキーなことに神様本人と談判できて話がついた。よかった
Yeah,
よ
sure.
かった。
All's good.
ということで。
Yeah, it's fine.
まあ、そうだね。
Any trauma that you suffered from the years you were spent looping in the same week? Nah, it's good.
結局
It's fine.
人は誰かに操られているって状況は変わんないわけだけど、誰かさんが神様を生かす芝居をしちゃったし。
全員に巻き戻りがどうのって言っても理解されない以上、あれがベスト。
わかるけど、なんかもやっとする。
あらゆる存在は他者からの影響を受けてそこにいる。それを望まないなら、僕みたいにそれは気づいた本人があがくべきこと。誰かにしてもらったり押し付けられたりすることじゃない。
あなたは最初から自由だな。だからやっぱ怖いや。あなたは操る側。神様と同じ側のやつだね。
また撃つかい？
もう実弾しかないから勘弁してあげよう。でさ、これもう上富士吉まで歩いちゃう流れ？この先何があるの？
それが僕もはっきりとは。
Oh!
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Hisakomami appeared out of nowhere and swung her bag at us, but we managed to jump back just in time.
間宮さん？そういえば昼前にいきなり引き上げてたけど、今までどこに？
Oh, that's really what?
それにこちらは？
Yeah, because they didn't destroy the path, so they were able to leave.
Yeah. Okay.
すみません。現地の情報提供者です。
あなたらか。どういうことよこれ。軽く命の危機なんだけど。
一体何なのこれ？春明さん。
ああ、まあ説明すると長いんだけど、
3行でまとめて。
さっきの場に部外者はまずかったので、身車家の怪奇スキャンダルを垂れ込んで上富士吉側に行ってもらいました。
Oh,
When the fuck
okay.
did he do that?
やっぱ春明さんの仕業だ。みんな春明さんの仕業だ。
Actually, I had Mitsuji do some work, but I couldn't fit that into the summary. Oh, Mitsuji
Okay.
called.
That's
それ
fair.
どころじゃないわよ。なんなのあの棒切れ持った仮装集団は。こんなのリアルすぎす村でしょ。
え、そんなわかりやすいピンチに陥ってるんですか？
春明さん後ろ。
新内様万歳。
Seriously? A wolf actor jumped out of the mist, clad in nothing but a patchwork wolf costume. To me, as I was now, it actually looked comical, but the power of the weapon in his hand was no joke. He was about to hurt me bad. Yes!
You
Yes!
die!
Suddenly, he was blown away.
Oh my god.
I heard him groan
Majestic.
as he disappeared into the mist again and didn't get up for round two. Yeah, when that dude hits you, you stay the fuck down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
大丈夫かい？
あ、はい。
ありがとうございます。ただあなた、これはどういうこと？
春明さん、3行で説明を。
Yasumizuで殺人儀式を行おうとしてた連中がその道すがらを外の記者に激写されて半ばパニクりながら
Oh,
襲っ
we're
てきた
bringing
んで
down
す。
the Miguruma hard now.
何言ってるのか一言たりとも理解できないんだけど。後でシュール缶を頭からぶっかけてでも説明してもらうから。
Okay.
それ
That's
は嫌だ。
very
いい
specific.
じゃないですか。元オカルトライターの面目役所でしょ。
なんでそんな細かいことまで知ってるのよ。
Q ちゃん、ちょっと落ち着いて。
何ですか橋本さん。この際言いますけど、橋本さんちょっと余裕ぶっこきすぎです。怪奇なめたらいつか死にますよ。
ああ、それは確かだな。
まあまあ、僕のことはいいんだけど。
No, I'm just fine here.
怪奇云々の前にまず、物質的な脅威に対処しないと、まずそうだな。
Right as he finished those words, several wolf actors jumped out of the trees making weird screams.
Weird screams.
こうなったら
棒切れ相手に銃はまずい。
じゃあどうしろって？
くらえ！
A stick flew by her, messing up her hair. Jesus! Yudai uppercuts him through the stratosphere.
Yudai's got this.
As Jimmy dodged, Hashimoto-san had moved into everyone's blind spot and blasted away two of the enemies. Jesus!
Wow.
What was that, the intern?
There's always an intern.
Probably out of a sense of chivalry, they first went for the scrawny guy. That pissed me off, and hey, it was 2 against 1. Oh no, they beat me.
Fuck yeah, Chimi-chan.
Awesome. Awesome. Hashimoto-san tackled one while Chiemi-san landed a jump kick on the other, saving me. Hit in the jaw, the wolf was knocked down in one hit. The mask fell off. And hey, he looked even scrawnier than me. What the hell?
私結構やれる？
いい筋してるね、お嬢さん。
Yeah, she had great legs.
大丈夫か、重作。こうなったら一人でもぶっ殺してやらー。
Oh my god, Mamiya. Calm down.
God damn!
Oh shit!
Mamiya-san was actually doing good work, just swinging her shoulder bag around.
知ってたかしら？フレイルはね、農具が原型で女子供でも兵士ぶっ殺せる有能な武器なの。
Brutal.
I did not know that!
God, every fucking character in this game is just A+.
Whoa, a flail's advantage was that you didn't need that much power to hurt with them, but this gourmet rider was so strong that it didn't matter. Was the bag full of rocks or something? All the ones hit in the head were knocked senseless.
くそ、まだ来るの？
キリがないね。
まずいです。相手が増える一方だ。
こうなりゃやってやるわ。
Oh shit, Mommy is pissed.
She's got the bloodlust.
春明さんも戦ってよ。だりゃー！
I hadn't expected Mission 3 to be an all-out battle with this group. It didn't last longer than 10 minutes. Everyone on their side was scrawny, while everyone on my side, myself excluded, were berserkers. Because of that, the dozen or so wolf actors that fought us ended up knocked out on the ground around us. Though I knew this wasn't over.
どうやら、あちらさんが話があるみたいだよ。
This problem had a mythical solution. Mission 3, dealing with the Miguruma, the leaders of the feast. It would be easy if it could all be taken care of by just beating these scrawny guys. But I had to defeat a false god that had controlled this place for centuries using weird myths and superstitions. Otherwise, I would be unable to completely free Yasumizu, this village, from the confines of the mists. There were 3. They were positioned and presented in a completely different way than the ones who clearly did the dirty work. Their apparel was fancier too. They were the great Lord Shinai, Yomotsu Akami, that had appeared before the Hanging Pine. They were unarmed, signaling that they didn't want to fight right now.
貴様らは何者だ?
Loyal to the role, he asked that.
どうやら妙に事情に詳しい者がおるようだが。
They'd seen it with the eye of Miguruma, huh?
当然生きて帰れるとは思うまいな。
I mean, you just put like 12 guys on us and we beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
こっちのセリフよ、偽物。
Her eyes didn't show a hint of hesitation, and her words didn't show a bit of fear. God was dead. She'd killed it. Thus, she had no reason to fear, obey, or tolerate a fake. One more step.
一体何なんです？返答次第では警察を呼びますよ。
I feel like, yeah, Mommy has just got the bloodlust now. I'll call the police, but she's gonna beat the shit out of these guys first.
ああ、
Yep.
すみません。ややこしくなるので、ここは僕が。
あなたも超怪しいんだってば。
Fair.
彼に任せよう、Q ちゃん。
橋本さん。
まあ、妙なことをすれば。
ほんと、あなたにはかなわないな。
Nope.
さて、身車家の者に古き山の神からのことづてを授ける。
They were shaken.
この言葉の意味がわかるなら、貴様らも身車の位高きものなのだろう。聞け、かの神はよみがえった。狼は死に、影たる狼も死んだ。他の紳士ももはや猿のみ。狼は去り際のたまった。もはやよって貴様らにもう聖域を犯す理由はない。帰って皆に知らせよ。もはやこの山に信内明神はおらぬと。長者家は間もなく廃れよう。それまで身を正し待つがよいと。
To my mind, it was possible that they would back out. After all, God was killed and replaced. That was the hard truth. The people of Yasumizu had changed their values and outlook on life. Thus, the group that had gained power through God would know this truth and thus lose their power. However,
何時たぞ。
the false god asked that. It was old language. It was a simple question. Who are you? Among the many wolf actors here, the youths lying around us, and the three in front of us, two of which had backed away in a panic. The elder in the middle stood out. His eyes were looking ahead. Beyond that mask, I could see unwavering black eyes and unshaken vigor. This wasn't the strength of a god. It was just the strength of a human. He used it to face me head on. He used it to ask me whether I had what it took to end this mad conspiracy. That was the challenge of the very last boss.
春明さん、どうするの？
I'd lose if I said something bad. I'd lose if I showed any sort of hesitation. I'd lose if I stayed quiet for too long. I felt as if the mask were laughing at me.
神ならず、うにもあらずばたそかれぬ。うべしいかでか、神とがむべき。
You are no god or divine child. You are no one. So why can you stand against God? That was a provocation. I knew this well. That was why I'd brought this over. I took it out again. The old wolf mask. The old man laughed.
神錆びて、神なきにせるかぐ土の。長む大和になる神もなし。
あいつ、さっきから何言ってるの？
百人一首かな。
神錆びて、神なきにせるかぐ土。日のかぐ土は確かに神殺しの神。だけど別に意図して殺したわけじゃないわ。燃え盛る体が生まれ落ちるときに母たるイザナミを殺した。直接歌ってるのはかぐ土じゃない。かぐ土。家具の土。愚かで醜いもの。神様ぶって神を殺した誰かのことを罵り非難する掛け言葉だわ。
I'm so glad Mommy is here.
I am too.
Explain this shit.
大和は大和、なる神、つまり 雷は神なりの掛け言葉。
山を眺めても神の力の啓示はなく、ヤマトの国にお前がなれる神はない。そういうことかしら。
We'd already killed this god. After claiming that, saying we would take his place would just be wrong and self-contradictory. That was why the old man laughed. He knew he couldn't back out because of something like this. Well, that was the right idea, considering the Shinai faith's theology.
まあ、割とそれは日本神話っぽいわよね。死んだ神はこっちの国にはいないから。
Exactly.
どういうこと間宮さん。
Indeed, this was the right time.
聖者と死者の領域が国で区切られてる。ほら、イザナギだってそうだったじゃない？
Indeed, this was the right place.
人も神も死ねば黄泉の国に行くのよ。
This god existed. I have to thank Mamiya-san for the explanation later. I put on the mask.
愚か。
うるさいな。言ってやるからしかと聞け。
It was a bit pathetic, but I would borrow your power again.
我の名前は、よもつ狼。
汝申せしは、狼。今はここにあらず。さればこそ我、狼にあらず。汝、狼ならば、我もまた狼なり。不死吉の地を治めたる、老面の神なり。
いや違う。ここは不死吉じゃない。黄泉だ。
Sadanaga's mists are all around us.
ここに僕とあなたがいるからには、あなたも僕も死んだことに相違ない。
さらば、次なる夕霧の日、来たらば、我ら、すなわち、落ち戻らんや。
Then the god would resurrect whenever the mists come. What an appropriate thing to worry about. The solution was simple
いい
though.
なだ。なぜなら今日を最後に、この山峡に黄泉の霧の立つことはない。
いかなれや。
So he wasn't satisfied with the direct answer to his argument, huh?
ならば、語ろう。僕とあなたの最後の物語を。あなた方の物語の続きを語ろう。
After all, storytelling was my specialty. After the Feast of the Yomi Purge, the wolves left the village. However, then came the Sadanaga mists, and the wolves rose up from Yomi to kill people. The people were scared and killed more and more people they thought to be the wolves' allies. The Feast of the Yomi Purge had become a fearsome massacre. But then it was found out that the wolves hadn't actually died. They had just fallen off the cliff, weakened, caught by someone, and locked up in a dark prison. That someone was the snake. Shinai-san had turned out to be the wolves. The snake was using the feast to create an uprising against the wolves. To the wolves, the snake said that the ones who went against God's will were the humans, and continued to tell the people that the wolves were bad. The snake would then wear Shinai-san's clothes, appear before people, and control them completely using frightening words. However, the wolves weren't tricked. After all, the badger, who'd come to the feast late, came to their prison and told the wolves the truth. With the badger's help, the wolves escaped the prison and returned to the village.
I love the little stick person in the middle of that illustration.
Regrettably, a lot of blood had already been spilled in the name of the Okami. The wolves were sad that their names would from now on invoke fear and hate among the people. Thus the wolves chose to set things straight. First, they went to the dream of a human girl who was born with the blessing of the snake, only to be marked by the wolves and chased out of her home. They told her to use powerful smoke and fire to burn all the guardians. She believed their words and, after lots of trouble, she obtained the powerful smoke and fire from a faraway land. Then she returned back home and used it to burn down the snake and its fellow guardians. With them at last punished, the wolves took everyone on a journey far away. With that, Mujina, the badger, and the old god, who was once the wolves' servant, had now taken its place as the new eternal god of the mountain. One of the guardians, the crow, was allowed to stay and be the watcher of Yomi to prevent any from rising again. With that, Shinai-san was gone, leaving only humans, the crow, and the new god, bringing forth a new age of peace. The new god occasionally brings the mist as a reminder of the wolves. It's a good mist that protects people's dreams, takes away diseases, prevents fires, and promises prosperity, so the people began to love it when they came. However, misty nights were when gods walked the earth, so the people cleansed, sheltered, and dreamed to not get in their way. Upon seeing that, the new god said, and they lived happily ever after. As I finished talking, I felt I could hear God giggle with a bizarre sort of amazement. Well, that was probably good enough. By the way, I'd chosen to say nothing about my daughter. I'd leave that part of the plot to the daughter herself.
だから、蛇のおのおの方、僕もあなた方も、ここから去るべき時です。黄泉の国を経由して、遠いところへ。
With that conclusion, I took off the mask.
向かえびの、卓や煙の切り立ちて、雲となるらん、震え口縄。
I understood maybe like half of that.
I know, right?
さあ、今の歌はちょっと難しいけど、口縄は蛇のことだっけ？
They were whispering to each other for a minute or two. Eventually, the masked old man began moving again, looked up, and spent a few seconds. After a brief but intense moment of prayer, he opened his mouth.
愛わかった。
The two seemed perplexed.
だから言うたじゃろうが、こんなもの、ろくでもないと。当主に逆らんのが身車の習いとはいえ、いい加減腹に据えかねたところじゃ。やめじゃやめ。バカせがれに、墓の中のバカ親父は、因果応報というものを知るがよし、じゃ。若造、慣れん芝居をさせたが、もう帰ってええぞ。こっちはこっちで片付けておこう。
その。
I wasn't sure how to respond.
行動しますよ。保健所が来たらえらいことになるわ。
まあ、そうなれば、この村は消えてなくなるかもしれんの。そうなったとき、蓄えがないものはどうなるのか。路頭に迷わねばいいが。
こんな時まで安水の足元を見る？
ちえみちゃん、そういうわけじゃない。藤吉村の人たちには、それでも、藤吉村という場所が必要なんだ。
ちょっと待って。じゃあこのこと報道するなっていうの？
まあ、そうですね。
待ってよ、やめてよ、こんな大スクープっぽいネタを黙れなんて。
No.
なんだかよくわからないけど、じゃあこうしたらどうかな。
Yes, bring the wisdom, you die.
身車さんたちがいろいろ悪いことをしているなら、それが正されるかどうか待って、どうにもならなかったらしっかり調べて立ち入ろうか。
橋本さん、いつものプロ根性は？
どう
Ma'am, he's always been professional.
命の危険がある話には慎重になるのがプロってもんだ
Hell
よ。
yeah, Hashimoto.
そう警戒せずとも、まあ見ておれ。数日のうちに新聞にでも出るじゃろう。どこかの田舎村で妙な事件が起きたとな。ほれ、何を腰を抜かしておる。そこらに転がっとるもんを起こせ。撤収じゃ撤収。
He turned around and threw away his mask. I couldn't see his face, but his long gray hair, large neck, and defined jawline told me that he was really vigorous for his age. The fancy mask he dropped made a clattering sound on the wood and gravel. God once again returned to the earth. As if he felt nothing about it, the old man didn't even turn around as he shouted at the wolf actors and left.
おじい様。
I looked at Chiemi.
身車に孫娘などおらぬ。さあさあ、引け引け。
We watched as the wolves left without showing a hint of divinity.
おじいさんって？
現当主はまだ身車ちえみの実父のはずだから。
Huh.
わかんないよ。先代はよそで暮らしてるって会ったことなかったし。
そういえば戦時中にあった宴からしばらく40年くらい宴がない時期があったって聞いたな。霧が出なかったんじゃなくて、もしかしたら。
やめよ。身車にいい人がいたかもなんて今は別に知りたくない。
わかった。
それより今は事情を聞く気満々の間宮さんをどうするか考えた方が。
Mommy is like right behind him, just staring.
あ、宝生久子さん、実は僕あなたの記事のファンなんです。アップルページ1月号の雑煮特集見ました。
嘘、初めて自分の記事の読者見つけたってごまかされるか。
Hell
ま
yeah.
あ、じゃあお二人の車まで道すがら話しますよ。多分もう危険はないですが、行きづらいでしょ。
確かにちょっと怖いね。
こっちには違法改造ショットガンナーがいますからご安心を。
やめてよ。つくづくいい性格の人のようね。いいわ、とことん付き合おうじゃない。
And so, the misty night passed without any werewolves appearing. Not everyone made it out unharmed, but it seemed like a good ending to me. All missions clear. Now I just had to return. I briefly told Mamiya-san about the feast and that they had helped prevent it. Well, she did wonder how I knew about it. I considered telling her about the looping, mostly because it seemed interesting, but I was too tired to talk for that long. That was where I ended the interview. She made me exchange phone numbers, eager to interview me someday. We then met up with everyone in the hall, and we all went down to the Satanaga. I looked around for Mako, but I couldn't find her anywhere, though I noticed that my backpack was completely out of food. Some writing stuff was gone too, and there were some clumsy letters on the waterproof bag. Aww.
Thank you, Fusayuki-san.
And that was it. I didn't get it, but I could only guess she was satisfied with something and just left. I was kind of worried, though. But I had no doubts that she would grow up strong, and that no one would ever catch her again. Going down Satanaga on rubber boats was pretty easy. The fantastical mist surrounding us was very beautiful, enchanting, and I could totally understand why the people of the past thought this was Yomi. Eventually the mist ended, and so did the forest. Rikako-san was watching as the mist grew more distant. She was silently crying. Yeah, I might have taken her side if everyone in Yasumizu were irredeemable scumbags. The moment I thought that, Chiemi and Haru-chan pinched my ass like they just read my mind. Haru-chan supposedly could read minds, but she actually sussed it out herself this time. It'd be hard for anyone who's not Mochi to handle being her boyfriend. As we arrived at a crossroads and got out, I saw Mitsuji waiting for us, 3 four-wheelers nearby.
ごめん。もう夢は終わったんだよね。君の羊も戻ったの？
ああ、問題ない。
よかった。心配した？
したよ。何人かボートごと転身するしよ。
申し訳ない。その狼様。
ああ、この人ただの羊なんで気にしないでください。
てめえ何言ってやがる。つうかいいのかよ。 神だとかいう話だったろ。
このメンバーにはバラして OK。
ああ、そうかよ。道理でてめえがそうやって住人の前でバカみてえに仮面抱えてると思ったぜ。
と忘れるところだった。野里さん、これ僕は演技に使いましたが、安水の祠から出土した人柱の遺物です。
なんと。
中には骨もありました。きちんと整理して埋葬だか展示だか、とにかくお任せします。
受けたまわった。まあ私に考古学だのなんだのの才覚はないのだが、
多分そのうち適切な人材が現れますよ。と、そういえば他の人は？
もう勝原のホテルに着いた。そっからしばらく熱海行きのバスツアーにぶっ込むからな。ま、あとは任せろ。
マジでどういう組織なんだ君んとこは。
正義の味方。
すげえ元カノ持ってたんだな、僕は。
元カノ言うなバカ。まあてめえにも何かしら音沙汰があんだろうから首洗って待ってろ。
は？ここまでして殺されんの？僕。
言い方が悪かった。ま、大ごとにはしねえようにするから安心しろ。
じゃあ着去は解除しとく。
着去かよ。つくづくひでえとしか言いようがねえやつだよお前はよ。
僕はまともだ。狂ってるのは世界だ。
あ、悪い。乗ってくれ。
いや、
ああ、三峰光次。最近破局した噂の元カノで正義の味方をやってるらしく、ここで偶然再会した。
なんつう紹介してんだてめえ。
光次、芹沢千恵美さん。誰かさんの陰謀でループ地獄にはまった中で一瞬付き合って別れた噂の元カノでエア殺人鬼。
Jesus。
噂じゃない。っていうかやめてよ。あの壮絶な思い出の数々をそんな感じで簡略化すんのは。
まあその辺のあれは俺のせいもあるし、何も言わねえにしても相変わらず最低だなお前。
僕をけなしとけばいいって風潮は間違ってると思う。
いいからもう寝たい。
Yeah。
お風呂もできれば入りたい。うさいしょ。春明
なんだよこの面白ご一行様は。
いやもう全く。もう
あんたが保護者か。まあ乗ってくれ。春明、あんたは？バイクあったけど乗ってくか？
いや、いいや。ここで別れる。
そうか、わかった。
え？バーカ。私は嫌いじゃないよ。えげつない春秋のこと。私らのことは気にせずに素直になれば？
Nope。
たまには社に詣でに来ませい。町のお方。
春ちゃんはこっち向いて。ハッサンとやらはとっとと帰るといい。来るときは面白土産をな。
またいずれ。
ええ。他のみんなにもよろしくじゃないか。僕はもう死んだことになってるし。じゃ、いいや。おやすみ。さよなら。
I said that and turned around. That was the last thing I heard from them. Then I heard them no longer. I died! Been a while, my beloved bike. Though I'd hop on it later. A power drive, some stream walking, cliff climbing, excavating, acting, fighting, negotiating. No day had been as exhausting as this one. I finally remembered that my hand was injured, but the fatigue numbed the pain. I'd just sleep. I really wanted some sleep. Oh, I thought we were going to start at the beginning again. I was going to be like, oh, you shitting me? I woke up surrounded by mist.
Uh-oh.
I woke up next to a pile of corpses.
なんてね。寝すぎだよ、春秋さん。さあさあ早く、遠くへ連れてってよ。
That kind of stuff wouldn't happen again. Nothing strange would happen in reality. Oh, it
人
was
狼
a
なん
dream.
ているわけないじゃないか。
I whispered to no one. Then I gathered my stuff and left. The place where the convenience store was supposed to be was empty. It was all just forest. Of course, that was all just a dream. Oh, okay, the convenience store thing was the dream. That was already part of the dream. Okay.
Maybe that's why it was spelled wrong.
Yeah. I didn't get lost anymore, but I felt like I'd soon forget this road. That was what dreams were like. Haru-chan's whole thing was just a juvenile delusion. Mitsuji's organization was just a public peacekeeping agency. God was purely psychological. There, all of that had to be products of reality. The endless Saranaga, the rotting Yoibito, the few monsters, a certain someone's love, it was all a dream. That was how I'd chosen to look at it. And so I returned to my normal everyday life. One day, a while after that,
県郡富士吉村で村長が汚職で隕石辞任。橿原地方のペット業者が破産で大量の犬を処分。
oh, that's where they got the dogs from.
これだけか？新聞見ろって割におとなしいな。
After the incident, I gathered local newspapers and mimicked the previous Nosato family heads. Yet, these were the only relevant reports I found. Though it wasn't nothing, it would be rash to underestimate this. A village mayor, probably Miguruma or someone related, resigning was something that simply couldn't have happened there before. Even if it had, it would be something that went unnoticed. The people would simply decide it through secret power struggles. This could only mean that there was something a lot worse than just the corruption, and this made it out to the public because they simply couldn't hide it all. The same went for the pet shop. If the Miguruma had really used rabies for the corruption, it would be national news. After all, it was basically a form of bioterrorism. Hell, with all the rabid dogs they had, the disease must have spread to other mammals, like rats, according to what I had looked up. If these rabid animals spread all over, Japan would no longer be considered rabies-free, and that would cost the country a lot. Otherwise, those were just unhygienic dogs trained in a weird way. Or maybe the elitists hid it to prevent panic and loss of resources. Well, there was Mitsuji's job too. I hadn't heard from them yet, and I got nothing when I tried to call her myself, even though I sang the Buddha's Ash Rock.
Oh my god.
Well, whether government or secret organization, I hoped her group did whatever they had to in the background. Apparently, the situation in Fujiyoshi was stable. There was a mayoral election, and the Nosato head ended up taking the post. The reason why they skipped the Higuchi was probably too complicated to release for the public. I was informed of this through an email left by Kiyonosuke no Satoshi. He was outside the village right now, along with Rikako Uematsu-san. He'd rationalized this was his family by saying that he would seclude himself with her and keep the danger that was the Uematsu family away. Bold. He could easily contact his brother, current head and mayor, and get info from him, and I could probably learn more if I contacted them. But this was their problem now. If I went any deeper, I'd just be a rubbernecker. I did find out that life in Yasumizu carried on as always, which was good enough for me. Oh man. Did the fact that I'd been trying to copy the previous Nosatos mean that I still hadn't recognized the whole event as a dream? Or maybe I had some lingering feelings? I could still see her at the edge of my vision. Was it that hard for me to end it? Weird. My flashback was extremely vivid and still failed to leave me.
Yeah. 自称春秋さん。
Yeah.
I almost screamed. Almost.
大学院生らしからぬ。いい家だね。
おかげさまで。
あ、これ、お土産です。
あ、ご丁寧にどうも。生小まんじゅう どこの名物なんだこれ。超興奮してきた。
Is it just me?
ちえみ先生はどこから入ったのかな。
What?
Is it just me, or is the way the background set up make Chiemi look like she's standing on Haruaki's desk and she's like 6 inches tall?
Yeah, because the books are so huge, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
さっきいっぱい人が出てきたからオートロックはそれで抜けて、玄関はなんか開いてたよ。
They always came in droves, so I just left the door open.
知り合い？
編集者。
He's a writer. I knew it. Okay, when he said earlier telling a story is what he was good at,
Uh-huh.
it's because he's a writer.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And that's why he has like a bunch of weird esoteric half knowledge
Yes,
about
because,
shit because
anyone who writes, you always have to look up random shit and you learn really random ass facts.
Yep.
実はさっきから気になってるんだけど。
検本だね。
え、作家さん？
一応。
これテレビで見たことある。あ、こっちは学生教で。全部作家の名義違うじゃん。
Oh, he writes under pseudonyms.
本名はどれかな。
どうせ全部偽名でしょ。っていうか、Fusaishi Haruakiって。Fusaishi陽明、Fusaishi陽明、不在証明、アリバイのことじゃない。はい、ふざけてました。
What? That's actually really... I love the kanji, the little kanji puzzles in this game.
Yeah, they're great.
ふざけたわけじゃない。あれは仕事をサボる時用のペンネームなだけだ。
根底がふざけている。っていうか何それ、人気小説家？
You're a winner at life.
庶民なめんな。
一応締め切りと編集者と文才の枯渇に怯えながら細々と暮らしているんですが。
本名は？
None of that shit.
Punch him.
She chased me around my office and study for around... You know what? Study? She chased me around my office and study for around a minute. Then...
Oh, he shrunk down as well.
Yeah. Well, now you're tiny. How are you going to get any writing done?
そうだ。
How did she find him if he uses a fucking nom de plume?
みっちゃんに住所を聞いて。
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's Meet-chan now.
みつじさん。
なんで仲良くなってんですか？
Please say you're dating. Please say you're dating. Please say you're dating.
いっぱい言われた。
いよいよなんで来たの？
あれから5社ほど落ちまして。
おお、それは気の毒な。
大学は軽く夏休みだったりもしまして。
もうそんな季節か。
ちょっと気分転換が必要だな。そういえば二血してくれるっていうナンパな兄ちゃんがいたなって。
ああ、夢の中で。
ちえみは夢の中とは思ってないけど。
いいのかな。目の前にいるのはループの中で3人の女子に手を出したリアル狼だけど。
あら大変。じゃあそばにいなきゃ。また殺せるように。
言うじゃないか。
どう？いろいろあった甲斐あって、ちょっとはいい女になった？
趣味は悪いと思う。
Agreed. No, Chiemi, you're a winner.
Denying that would have pissed me off, so I said nothing.
じゃあ、
See, you just won. Good job,
の言う
Chiemi.
ことを何でも聞くって賭けをしようか。
やったー。
何を？
ちえみちゃんは自称春明さんのルールを破りに来たんだから、ここから先は一歩もあげない。一緒になったら2人でどこまでも狂っちゃうって言ってたっけ？だったらちえみは春明さんの敵でいいや。優秀な対戦相手、あるいはお邪魔
Oh, I just want to annoy you forever. Okay.
ね、神様。
いい度胸だ。 人間。
She always smiled, stuck out her tongue, and ran off ahead of me. A cheerful, insane, weird girl. That was very scary and interesting. I'd play along. I'd catch up to her.
じゃ、これ、かぶって。
みっちゃんの、お下がり？
別れてから買ったバイクですから、ヘルメットだって新品だよ。
そっかそっか。ふんふん。
なんだろ
う。メットかぶる前に、ちょうだい。ずっと我慢してたんだから。
Crap, what a surprise attack.
そんなん言われたら、するよ。
Just as she asked, I kissed her.
おめでとう。君はこいつに唇を奪われた13人目の女の子です。
おめでとう。春明さんは生まれて初めて宙で敗北感を感じたため、
Oh shit! Oh damn!
行くぞ。
Oh, sore loser.
わお、結構座り心地いいんだ。
速度はあんまり出ないけどね。足はステップ。手はベルトかそこのフレームにかけて。
オッケー。あんま密着しないんだね。
運転中に誘惑してこないように、そのまま天国に行ってしまう。
それは夜のお楽しみでしょ
う。やったぜ。
まあ、自称春明さんがまた事故って立ち往生とかしない限りですけど。
一応整備もちょっと勉強したぞ。早速原稿のネタにしたけど。
春明さんは調子に乗るとかっこ悪くなりがちだから注意すること。
知恵にはラリってぶっ殺さないように注意ね。
わお2だ。あとは2人ともリセットはもうないことを忘れずにってとこかな。
違いない。
I turned on the engine.
じゃあ行くよ。
オッケー。
Where are they going?
I don't know. Just as the previous journey led to a dream we could no longer return to, this one would surely lead us to moments so great they can never be repeated.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh my god. We did it.
We did it. We did it.
We beat the game.
We beat the game. Now.
Finished it. Now.
Do we want to try and go for those other quick hidden endings?
I'm honestly okay without it.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with this. I'm gonna find out, obviously do the hidden endings on my own, and I'll tell you if we missed anything fucking amazing.
I don't know if amazing.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I feel like some of the endings would explain, like, why the Tsuchigumo just fucking fucked off near the end there. Like, the lights went out and Rikako just fell over. Like, that seemed a little anticlimactic. I feel like there's more there.
I was thinking maybe it was just, even though he hadn't voiced it yet, maybe, like, it already knew what he was going to ask, and it was just like, okay, bye.
It just noped out? Yeah.
It just,
it's
preemptively
possible.
It was just like, eh.
There's also, like, Mako. Like, Mako just straight up vanishing.
Yep.
I don't know if that's ever going to get resolved, but... Yeah, the Badger God had power now. That's true. Badgers are the predators of snakes. But, I mean, we're talking... The Tsuchigumo was the spider, not the snake. Yeah. But okay, so... I gotta say, when he was going on about what God actually was, and how God is supposed to be, like, what's right in the world, and that God normally doesn't have, like, any type of divine power, it's just what is socially acceptable.
Right.
There's absolutely no such thing as werewolves. what I really
Okay.
like
Thanks, Gabe.
is what I like is that having the villain of having the hero of this game effectively be a villain, like a scumbag, and that whole thing that he talked. Good speed to you. Everything he talked about being a villain was like being free and not having to worry about the difference between right and wrong. I think having God be that worked out really, really well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made Haruaki a stronger protagonist in that, because he went from just being like, what is this douchebag's problem, to, oh, in order to defeat quote-unquote God, we kind of needed a douchebag.
Mm-hmm.
Unlocked Revelation mode. By setting it on in the options, you can play the game with additional thoughts and flashbacks by Haruaki, as well as added scenes from other characters' points of view. Huh. Bah, I'll be waiting there. Oh!
Is that Mako?
Is that Mako?
Is that our sweet child? I like the idea of God now being a honey badger that does not give a fuck. Me too, Hillary. Me too.
Let's see what Hid Corner says before we wrap up.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's see.
よう、大将。ここまで至ってくれて、ありがとな。今、一つの長い長い悪夢が。
Yeah, you're telling us.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, this is our longest series to date. It's gonna be like 40 something episodes.
夢の専門家として、大将の手へ煩わせたのは申し訳なく思うが。
I mean,
絶対に解決はでき
we
な
were
かった。
basically on rails the entire time.
That's true.
まさかここまで健全な形で集結するとは思っていなかったぜ。犠牲者はゼロじゃなかったが、どうやら天網開会阻にして漏らさずの言葉通りだったようだしな。仮に人命が助かったとしても、かわいそうなことになる奴が少なからず出るのがこの手の事件の常なんだが、まさかこいつまでなんだかんだで助かるとは思ってなかったぜ。
I did like how Rikako managed to be quote unquote saved, and now she just turned into a, like, now she hates the shit out of Haruaki. Oh, hey!
はめられた。裏切られた。春秋様のバカ。
しかしお前、一体どうしたあなた。春秋のやつの契約執行は間に合ったはずだし、その場合、ただ自殺して終わるはずだろう。
Oh, is this going to tell us what happened here?
Maybe.
それは本編のリカ子もあなたも知る
Me
ところ
nor
では
my
ござい
main
ません
story?
が、あなたは知っておられるでしょ。白々しいですよ、羊様。
おう。じゃあ振りがあったところでいくつかの説明に移らせてくれ。ん？もう終わりじゃなかったのかって？おいおい大将、レイジングループはあの往生際最悪の春秋のやつの物語だぜ。事件は完全に終わったが、大将にはまだお楽しみが残ってるのさ。
ええ、とても良い趣味のお楽しみが。本編で一杯食わされた私も、
Oh God.
これには大賛成でございます。
Yeah, I know, right?
Wow. Why do you have shark teeth, Rikako?
トゥルーエンド。題して、ちえみちゃんとラブラブロングツーリングだが。
前から思ってましたが、その題って一体誰が考えておられるのでしょうか。
俺だが、どうかしたか？
いえ、お先をどうぞ。
エンディング内容については、ここでいろいろ言うのも野暮ってもんだろ。あくまでゲームとしての手続きを説明しよう。トゥルーエンドに到達したことで、暴露モードが解禁された。すでにオプション内に暴露モードの項目が発生してると思う。今はオフだが、オンにしてもらえれば、早速発動するぜ。
Can I? Aha. Okay, I want to see if it works. I get on these guys.
まあ、それで何が起こるのでしょう。
なんだその棒読み。これをオンにすると、本編の各所に暴露シーンが表示。暴露シーンとは、本編では描かれなかった春秋の視点外の様々な情報。
ちなみに、こんな感じで表示されます。
Okay.
だな。で、誰かちゃんと見てくれてんのかこれ。
うんこエロエロ。
袋閉じ的なもんじゃねえから。
What the fuck?
特に3、読みや5、7での大神側の思考や暗躍。
I guess if we wanted more Rikako
全編
content.
通してのどっかの黒幕様の陰謀とか。おめえ、あれ大丈夫なのか？
ええ。儚くも不可思議な一ヒロインの仮面の下に恐るべき悪意を含む敵役として
いや、暴露される数々のドジとかバカとかシワ喧嘩とかむっつりすぎる。
What?
あれ、おめえ的に。
まあそのようなあれそれも暴露シーンには
Not gonna lie, I'm actually not upset that she wasn't actually a virginal ingenue. Like,
Yeah.
she was just like playing it up as a role.
Yeah, absolutely.
それこそ私があの暗闇の中でなぜあのようなことになったのか、あるいは謎めいた春秋様がどのようなことを内心で考えておられたのかの開示であったりとか、あとは羊様と春秋様の冒頭から繰り広げられてたこっぱずかしい茶番劇もしっかりと収録されております。
てめえ反撃かよ。
しますとも反撃。第一あなたはよくもそういう立場で平然と全編通してインターフェースキャラをやれましたね。
おめえにだけは言われたくね
え。というようなリカ子と羊のやりとりもちょっとではありますが、
so in his quarters we get shit with them now.
そんな暴露モードだが、これをオンにすることで、シナリオチャートにも少しだけ変化が現れる。今すでに出てるはずだが、各ルートに入った時、各チャプターの四角の横に星のマークが出てるはずだ。
Okay.
その星は暴露シーンがあるチャプターに表示される。もし大将が暴露だけさらい読みしたいなら活用してくれ。
あら、私が読んでいるといくつかの星に色がつきましたが、
暴露モードがオンの状態でそのチャプターに踏み込むと星に色がついて星になる。
Okay.
まあまだ見てない暴露シーンのあるチャプターを探す一助にしてくれってところだ。ちなみに未読の暴露シーンは既読スキップに引っかかるから、暴露シーンだけ読みたい大将にはこれもおすすめだ。
That is, I was gonna say that's actually really nice.
なるほど。すでに読んだ箇所は高速で流し読みしつつ、暴露シーンのみ
ああ、もちろん全文じっくり読み直してもらえればさらに味わい深いだろうが、楽しみ方は大将に任せるぜ。
This has been an experience. I'm ready to close the book on it. I'm satisfied. It was a good ride. Time for a new ride.
Yes.
チャプターの冒頭を踏んだ時だ。星が星になったからって全部の暴露シーンを読んだわけじゃねえから、チャプターの最後までそれと次の選択肢まで移動を使うと、そこまでの
全編にわたり散りばめられた暴露をお読みいただければ、
そういうこったが。
Oh, there's more. How much is in this game?
Holy cow.
タイトルにあるエクストラは見たか？あそこに並んでるのはどれも本編の後日談にあたる物語だ。
全部まとめれば結構な分量がございますね。
Okay.
The main story is of decent length.
例えばこいつが本編の後どんなひっだらしのない生活をしてるかとか。
羊様の属する 組織のことや謎めいたあの子のことであるとか。
Damn.
そういうこった。
Okay,
Yeah.
I would be curious to check out May's story. I want to know if we were right.
ちなみに、女ハンター vs ヒグマから出自
事件が終わって裏表のない日々を過ごす連中、俺含むをめでてやってくれると嬉しいぜ。さてさて、どうにも説明が長くなっちまったな。
晩節を汚すことになっていなければよいのですが。
まるでこれで終わりみてえに言うな。幸いにして極悪じじい除く全員生き延びたんだ。これを読んだ大将たちの中でな。
皆様、ぜひ脳内でリカ子およびリカ子を大活躍させてくださいまし。それはもう
No,
どん
thank
な
you.
色々でも構いません。
おめえが言うと冗談にならねえから。これにて一件落着。
ええ。
レイジングループを遊んでくれて
かの三峡の緑よりも深く皆々様に感謝いたします。
Damn.
それでは皆様、
大将、
さようなら。ペコリ。
Oh, I've unlocked the media player. You can access the media. What the fuck is the media player?
It'll let us replay the 3 soundtracks. The three songs from this game.
Incidentally, this ending may also have a revelation scene, or maybe it doesn't. For example, like the... What? Stop!
ここの暴露じゃ何すんだ？
トゥルーエンドの暴露シーンの寸評でもいたしましょうか。あの子を甘く見てた。
I don't like what's behind her.
ぶっちゃけおめえが後付けで夢に3人招き入れたのってどう考えても失敗だったよな。
まあ芹沢様は陰謀に必要だったので仕方ないのですが、とはいえあなた様が春秋様に助力をなさらなければとっくの昔にどうにかなっておりました。
まあ BD を失ったてめえなんざ怖かねえけどな。おっと。
ああ、そういえばあのメイコ、実は後日とんでもない成長を遂げて
What?
どこかの作品で活躍するという噂を聞いたんですが。
Is there a sequel we get to play as Mako?
Oh my god, that would be very
そり
good.
ゃすごい噂だな。興味を持った連中がエクストラやら他の作品やらを手に取ってくれたら万々歳だ。
羊様もなかなかやり手ですね。
これでも結構やり手なんだぜ俺は。
おしまいでしょうかね。
最後の締めは頼んだぜ。
まあ落ち戻りはないのですけれどもね。まあ私がこれを言うのも少々不本意なのですが、ここまで読んでくださる皆様への大サービスです。落ちなかれ。
ドン。Thud.
Precious.
All right. And I think, so with that, we are done with Raging Loop. It is over. We have conquered
it. Won.
So, thank you to everyone who stuck it out with us this long. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Receivable. Do not forget to drop us a follow here and drop us a follow on YouTube. Occults Receivable, same channel name, so you can see our old playthroughs. Especially if you're joining us late, you want to watch the whole damn thing. And we will see you next time. We're still up in the air. We have an idea. We're probably going to attempt BioShock again, but if not, we've got some other stuff on deck that we're ready to play. So hopefully we will see you guys next time, and have a good night.
Have a good night.